Model Behaviour is the ninth episode of Two of a Kind, and this one's kind of like the book My Sister the Supermodel, and I really enjoyed this episode. There will be spoilers as I discuss a few things that happen, and the main narrative involves Mary-Kate and Ashley both wanting to try out to get the chance to model at school for a feature in Real Teen magazine, and this model called Tarah James, played by Claire Stansfield, is at the school to help out with things, and I'll come back to her role in this in a moment. And Ashley obviously wants to try out, but everybody's surprised when Mary Kate does. And she kind of explains that just because she doesn't go on about it, it doesn't mean she's not interested. And I thought that was a really interesting angle to take. And a very true one as well. People might have interests that you don't know about. And it also helps to show that just because Mary Kate is more of a tomboy, it doesn't mean that there's not a girly side to her and it's not as black and white. And I think that's really important for anybody. Very few people are going to fit neatly into a box. Interests can span out to different things, and it's a really great way to highlight this. And as I said, there are spoilers here. The person who gets the chance to be in the magazine is Mary Kate, which is really exciting and definitely a really great opportunity for her. I think Ashley could have acted a little bit more jealous, as it probably would hurt to desperately want to be a model. We know this is something Ashley's very passionate about, whereas Mary Kate's maybe not as passionate, even if she does care. Ashley could have been a bit more jealous, but she was quite gracious as well. And the way that part of the narrative played out, I really liked. The fact that we got to see the photo shoot was cool, and then Mary Kate bringing Ashley in. And then at the end of the episode, we get to see some stills of them together, which I just thought was a really nice touch and very, very well done. The other part of the narrative focuses on the fact that Kevin is going on a date with the model. And he is, of course, very excited about that as well. And honestly, that part of the narrative didn't go in a direction that I particularly cared for. I'm not entirely sure what they were trying to do. Maybe they were trying to show that the model is interested in somebody who's academic. Models are, of course, unfairly often considered as being very lacking in intelligence, which is not a fair cliche. And maybe they were trying to say, well, actually, that's not the case. This model in particular is interested in intelligence. But even though that message, I think, came across quite well, the actual events in the narrative just weren't that interesting. So they tried, an effort was made, but it just didn't develop in a way that was very satisfying. But the story with Mary Kate and the competition for modelling, I thought was pretty great and really enjoyable, and I had a lot of fun with it. So a good episode, and some nice messages in here as well. And all things considered, it's not too bad. It's probably not my favourite. Maybe that's because it is slightly like, very much like My Sister the Supermodel. So I had an idea of where this was going. But nevertheless, I enjoyed watching it. And if you're a fan of Two of a Kind and you don't remember the episode, then Model Behaviour is worth checking out.